Good night, everyone. Today is Thursday, July 21. What a day in the forex market, guys. We were expecting last night. We were expecting the dollar to get weak, but we believe at that moment that we were closer to a top of to a bounce that where we really were. And the move on the dollar, the set-off in the dollar invalidate the euro bullish diagonal way C, and it looks like we're gonna get into a more compressed consolidation to the move from 128 to 149, or we are already in the bullish side that we were forecasting for the last 2 months, that the euro is gonna get to 152 area. Now let's not run before we work, because like I say, I mean, nothing changed our bias. Our bias until this moment is the same bias that we've been saying since Sunday, which we believe right here. This is the dollar index. Right here we were streaming, as you guys remember. This is the 138 on the dollar, and on the euro right there we were streaming bearish dollar, very bullish on the euro. The thing is that this recovery right here kind of, I mean, slowed down the way that we were thinking, and we're gonna keep that same point of view of buyers until the market proves me wrong. I got my levels, I got my market correlation sheet that is gonna let me know when I'm right, when I'm wrong. In this video, which is gonna take about 20 minutes, I'm gonna try to explain to you guys as much as I can why my view is what it is. I hope you guys understand, and like I say, you guys been with us for a while now, most of you, or some of you, and you guys realize that if we have to change bias, we change bias in a second. All we need to know is we need to have some levels that prove me wrong. Okay, let's start with the dollar. How we see the dollar? 3 ways from here onto here, A, B, C, whatever you want to call it. Now this is a 3-way move so far. Now on the drop, like I say, guys, I believe that you need to forget about all this for the moment and concentrate in this drop. That's how a good trader trade. Now I believe that, and you guys know that, I believe that this drop, if I was able to count this drop in 5 weeks, I would say the dollar goes below 72. I know, and I've been around long enough to know that if these things keep going lower, I'm gonna say, okay, whatever is what it is. Elliott Wave did not work that well at that moment. In that particular drop, in general, I mean, I can tell you guys this: we were right. We were the only one probably around the world, that right here when the worst was coming to the end, we were saying this is a trap. The dollar is gonna get weak. You guys remember that. Now let's take a look in a small time frame to this. We believe that the area around 73.70 in the dollar index is gonna create the support enough for the dollar to get some foolish. Now, like I always say, and I always gonna teach my clients to know, do not get biased, guys. Wait from the bounce in that area. That's all I can tell you guys. Wait from the bounce. When the bounce happens, you as a trader should know if this is real or this is fake. Now, how we're laboring is A, B, C. Let me explain to you why 73.70 is the area. This is the 76.4 of this complete move right here, look, 73.4 of that complete move comes at 73.63. It is the equal legs between these two legs and is the 1.618 of these two inside legs, strong enough to create a huge bound there. Now if the bound become in 5 over nothing more than the trap, when the wars start creating force illusion, and then the dollar is gonna go high in 3 ways. That's as simple as you have to take it. Now let me take that in 60 minutes, that area right there. That's all you care, guys. Remember that. I counting this as a 3-way move, and consequently this right here needs to be a 3-way move. How we see it, same as a euro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is A, and then this is A, a B, a C as a flat. This is a 5, and then when you measure this, it goes. You measure right here, the 1618 comes right here. It's very possible that we test that level later on today. This is very hard to count the insides due to the fact that was very hard, and maybe we got a nest, and I'm thinking that maybe another low is coming tonight. Alright guys, that's what I'm thinking. Now let's go to oil. That's everything about the dollar, guys. Let's move on to oil. Oil, if you guys see right here, oil, let me try to open it out a little bit. Bitch, what I did? There's something wrong here. 1 second. There's something wrong. 1 second. Okay, oil, I still see that this is a 3-way move. This is a 5. This is A. It looks like oil is doing a flat, and then the structure right here, if it goes more right here, is everything but bullish. To be honest with you, this is everything but bullish, and I believe that oil is doing a flat, supporting my view that the dollar is gonna get strong. And guy, I was talking to a client, and I don't want to be a contrarian, to be honest with you guys. I do not want to be a contrarian, but I always gonna read the wave the way they are. I mean, if I right, great. If I'm wrong, even greater, but it's good too. Now right here I see a 3, and I see a 3 ways when look at the divergence on the RSI. Something that I know, guys, pretty good is reading the RSI. Look, divergence everywhere. Look, divergence here, divergence there, divergence everywhere, even divergence with this high. This is a flat that is gonna drop to below 92 level, and the dollar is gonna get strong. Alright, now let's move on to the individual pairs. Now I already point out to you guys the first point why I keep the bullish US dollar view is because oil is everything but bullish. Oil is showing a divergence. Now I'm gonna try on the video to show you guys as much as I can. I'm gonna try to run it to around 20 minutes to see if you guys can get a better idea, or trying to see what I explain. Okay, this is the euro in the 4 hour, guys. This is nothing more so far than a 3-way move. Like it, don't like it. My system is telling me that as far at this level right here, whole, we're still on the bullish side, on the bearish side. In other words, we're gonna stay bullish dollar in the euro until 149.78 whole. Now what you got multiple trend lines around this area. the area around 144.60, 144.70 can be the case. If it's broken, guys, nothing more than wait for 3 backs and start buying the euro. There is a long run yet. There is about 8,000 picks more possible to the upside. And then if you're gonna become bullish, wave 3 should end around 148, 149 area. So it's a lot of trade to be done. All right. Now, right here we're showing the keyword triangle, which is calling from A, B, C, D, and then it's gonna go lower. Now, this can be another count when it goes, this is W, and then this is W, and then this is A, B, C, or W, S, Y. This is A, the biggest degree, and now we are going higher in the B or S. But like I say, getting into counts now, there is nothing more than speculate. All right. All you need to care, like the euro, like the US dollar, is this part right now, and those trend lines that coming down from here. All right. Now let's take a look at the euro in a 1 hour. My system, which is good for laboring, is telling me that 44.72 is the next hit. It's telling me that I still laboring this as a 3-way move. That's what I like, and I believe this was a 3. And then right here is 1.618. This was a flat, and we need 5 ways from here, like you have it right here, like you have it in the first leg. In the first leg right here, you got a 5-way move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need another 5 right here. This is A, this is B. Now, not only that, if you measure this leg and you put it here, they're also gonna be equal at the same level. This is 73.70 in the dollar. So I want to wait and hold for this. You should wait. Let's say that this is bullish and this is 1, 2, 1, 2. Wave 3 usually end around 161. If I see a bounce here, corrective, I'm gonna be buying the dollar. That's all I can say, guys. Now look at the RSI. Divergency. Very bearish at the moment. Now from here, you don't have divergency yet in an hour. You need that divergency. So that's why I'm allowing that maybe another high from the area around 43.74 or 43.40 can take the euro high to 144.72. My system is becoming bullish in an hour, and that's telling me that when that happens is when you have a huge move, 1, 2, 3 is gonna run the whole system higher, and then the 4 is gonna take it lower to the entry to the same level right here, but knowing the same peak. That's a buy, and I see, to be honest with you guys, 44.60 traded pretty soon. Now, second point why I'm still thinking that we are in the dollar trap. Now, the cat, as you guys know, the cat, we've been pointing out that the cat can be either in a triangle or in a flat. The cat is testing here the equal less here, but still can be the flat and run a little bit lower, like to 93.40, and then having a B, and 5-way higher in C. That's what I think about the cat, either from here or lower, but I'm expecting dollar weakness tonight a little bit of dollar index. I don't think that the dollar index is still down, but that's what I like about the flat. Now let's take a look at another point. This is at point number 3, the CAD. Point number 4, the S&P. If you read the overview for last night, we mentioned that the wave B of E can take either like it did right here, or it can go like it did right here, that it did the whole B in one move. That's what it is. That's what it's doing. And then look, there's no divergence from the bottom to the top. That's a 3-way move. And I expect the S&P, my system is telling me a 0 here against this high. So what I'm expecting is, I'm expecting S&P to trade lower tomorrow. So oil, I'm expecting oil to finish and trade lower tomorrow. I see a risk aversion. I know that I said that last night in some degree, but last night I knew that we need to break. I knew that we need to break 142.83. Today, I will say this: I will not buy the euro or any. I can buy it, but not with the intention of a big move. I know that if I buy tonight, what I'm buying is a way. If I buy the euro today, I know that what I'm buying is a wave 5. That's what I think. All right. It's very possible that S&P go and test this trend line. For me, the invalidation on the S&P is right here, 1356, and in extension 1370. Triangles tend to confuse, to create false idea that the waves they're done, sometimes they're not. All right. This was a 3-way move. Nothing is telling me other than that this can be the end. This can be E. That's the only thing that's telling me that this can be done. But I got divergency in that way down there for the complete move. So most likely, maybe this is E, if it have to be E. But for me to turn bearish the dollar again, needs to be I need to see the S&P break at those levels, and I need to see CAD erasing the divergency. I need to see 5 ways from 140.08, and I need to see oil accelerate to the upside. That's how I look at it, guys. That's the way that we see in it, and I hope this helped you guys in something. I'm gonna be more details later on tomorrow. Thanks.